I think we're live now. I'm not positive, but anyway, assuming we are, happy RobMotive Monday. That's what we're going to call it. RobMotive Monday live stream number 2362 or so. Anyway, welcome to the live stream. I'm not sure who's on. Looks like we have a couple people on here already. A couple people that were waiting. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Anyway, it is Monday. What is the temperature out here? Let's check. I'm curious. It is 70. It's 70 degrees out here. This is in the garage. It's probably, I'm guessing it's somewhere in the 60s outside. I don't know. It's cold here. It's funny how you get acclimated after you're in an area, for a while that is warm. Now I just freeze to death when I go outside unless it's below or above rather, 75 with 90% humidity. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to, as I get my camera set up, RobMotive Live or Alive. Did you notice the title? RobMotive Alive Monday, because the alternative is not pleasant. Now, got to get this thing set up on my laptop here so I can see what y'all are seeing. Because I can't see that right now. All I can see is me. So, but which I guess is what I'm going to see once I get it up on the laptop. Oh, we have a commercial playing. That's good. Commercials are good. Because that means I'm getting paid. Probably a penny. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But let's move on. It was a Hyundai commercial today. I want to know when we're actually going to get a Toyota commercial. Wouldn't that be cool? A guy who has a channel about the Toyota Tacoma back here with a Toyota commercial preceding the stream. Come on, Toyota, where are you? I'm waiting. Anyway, it is Monday. It is the start of another productive week, forging our way towards Christmas. Today is, Pearl Harbor Day? Not a good day. A good day to remember, I guess. Anyway, so we're forging our way towards Christmas. Have you guys taken advantage of any of these Friday or Monday or Cyber or Sunday, whatever they are, sales out there? Have you gotten anything? I actually got something. I did get something, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's not really for the Tacoma, though. Although I did order something for the Tacoma yesterday, and I got to tell you, it's a game changer. It is an epic mod, something that the Tacoma needs, has needed, and should come with. I don't know why it doesn't, but I finally put my hands on this piece. It should be here, I would think, this week. We shall see. I'm hoping it's not some kind of a pre-order situation. I don't think it is, but one never knows. Let's take a look at a couple of comments here, and then I have announcements. We got to do some announcements. We've got Chad Kranatz on here, longtime viewer on the channel. I believe won something from me a while back. I think it was a Pro Style Grill insert. Am I right, Chad? Was that you? I don't know. Anyway, Chad says, hey, Rob, what's up? Chad, how you doing there, buddy? Victor Garcia says, hey, Rob, how's it going, Victor? It's going well. I'm freezing to death here. But other than that, it's going good. I'm good. Little Klondike Outdoors says, howdy, Rob. Little Klondike, how you doing there, buddy? Good to have you here. Raul Santoya. I think I got that name right. Raul says, hello, Rob. Couple of those. How you doing, Raul? Good to have you here. Jack Cayman. I had a Cayman once. Awesome car. Let's see. I'm sure that's not what you're named after, though. I'm sure it's not. Maybe you own the Cayman name. I don't know. But anyway, Jack says, so is there a recall in the 2020 Tacoma for the fuel pump or no? That's a great question. I have not heard that there is. I have checked mine. There's a video on it on the channel. Obviously, since I haven't heard that there is, then I've let the cat out of the bag, right? But that's an older video. If you want details on it, I looked up my van. I checked a couple different places. You could get the sites. you know? And by the way, just a little pre-announcement announcement. If you're looking for information on something and you want to know if I've covered it, done it, had it, thought about it, I don't know, all you have to do is go into YouTube and search RobMotive and whatever you're looking for, like RobMotive Grill. And then all the videos I've done about grills will show up. Or RobMotive, I don't know, let's see, I can't think of a thing. It just slips me. RobMotive console lid cover, RobMotive cover, anything like that, and all the videos will show up. That's how the old YouTube works. There's a little pre-announcement as to how to search for stuff, and you wouldn't want to search for anybody else. I don't know why you would. So always RobMotive first. I'm just saying, selfishly, of course. Chad says, no, it was speakers. That's right, speakers. I remember vaguely now. They were tweeters, right? I think I gave away some tweeters. Let's see. Steve Phillips. Recently, just updated my turn signals with your YouTube channel help. Thanks, Rob. Steve, I'm glad I could help you. We kind of go on this journey together, right? I mean, there are very few mods that are on my channel that I had ever done before. I shouldn't say that. You know, when I went from the Barcelona Red to the Voodoo Blue, the 2018 to the 2020 Toyota Tacoma, I did move a lot of parts over. So actually I had done some of those before, but the first time I ever did it was on the 2018 truck. So I'm glad it helped you out. Hopefully it made your life easier. That's what I always look for when I consult the YouTube gods out there for videos on things, is to make my life easier, right? Let's get that light off. There we go. A little more realistic look. No comments tonight on sleeves. I can't believe it. As much grief as I take for wearing the sleeveless shirts, which I have many of, by the way, nobody on here's commented. I've got sleeves. Go figure. I don't know. Let's see. Steve says, also changed all my speakers to kickers. Sounds great. I bet. That is awesome. Awesome. I haven't done my rear speakers yet. And frankly, I don't even know if it'll make a difference. The biggest difference you can make, if you're looking for a sound upgrade in the Tacoma, are the kicker tweeters. They make a heck of a difference. A little bit of the sweet tea here. And no, I am not sponsored by Gold Peak, but you guys out there at Gold Peak, I drink enough of your tea that I probably should be. I'm just saying. Love the tea though. It's the best out there, I think. I've heard McDonald's uses this tea. I don't know if that's true or not. Who knows? Let's see. Carlos Lopez says, nice to be here. Carlos, I am glad you're here. Thank you for joining us this evening. Jeff Falcons. Is it a remote start? No remote start on the Tacoma. It's which I think you can have actually, but it's a manual. And they don't put them on the manuals, at least from the factory, that I'm aware of, anyway. Walter Lemieux. I always mess this up. I apologize. What can I say? I'm eating cookies and watching RobMotive live. That sounds good. I wish I was eating. I'm having a little bit of liquid dinner right now because it's dinner time. And after this is over, I'll be having my traditional 2 fried eggs, 2 strips of bacon, accompanied by either the green nectar or the Gold Peak sweet tea. Probably tea since I have it in my hand, unless I drink this all during this live stream. I don't know. Christopher Martinez says, hi. Christopher, how you doing? Let's see. There's a message being held in review. Let's see if I can release this message to the masses. I'm reading it. Okay, I think I can. I think it's safe. See, YouTube has this feature. It will put messages in timeout, if you will, and allow me to approve them if it's deemed questionable. This one, I don't know why it was deemed questionable, but it was. Let's show it. There we go. CDA Way Harris. Can I safely tow a 20-foot trailer, a travel trailer, with that blue Toyota right behind you? Just me and wifey, no kids. No, I would never let you tow a 20-foot trailer with my Tacoma. I wouldn't even let you drive my Tacoma. So the answer is no. You cannot haul a 20-foot trailer with my Tacoma. Why would I let you do that? Come on, man. Steve Phillips says, I did my rears as well. Did you notice a difference? The tweeters are amazing, Steve says. They are amazing. It makes the whole thing, in my opinion. The tweeters are the way to go. That's where you should start and then decide if you need to go further. I do have kickers in the doors and in the front. And I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, really. Let's see. Little Klondike Outdoors says, it weren't me. It weren't me, man. It weren't. He said wasn't, but you know. Love to smoke. Gene, what's up, buddy? Gene says, sup, Rob. Sorry you haven't got your mask yet. Had a few hiccups. Hold your breath and count to 10. That always gets rid of the hiccups as long as you remain conscious. Philip A. Huggins says, hey, y'all, howdy. Philip, how you doing there, buddy? Good to have you on here tonight. Adam Yan, just tuning in. How is everyone? I am good, Adam. I can't speak for the whole crew. I assume everyone is well. How are you? This another message was held for review. CDA, I don't know why your messages are being held. For some reason, YouTube has a vendetta against you. Let's see. Let me read it. Make sure it's okay. All right. I'm going to show the message. There we go. CDA Way Harris says, I was asking about a similar Toyota Tacoma like Taiwan. Must be maybe that's why they held it. Like the one behind you. Oh, I see. It depends on the weight. I mean, you know, it's only rated to tow, I forget how much weight, but that's what you need to be concerned with, I would think. I mean, you know, if it's 40 foot long and weighs 2,000 pounds, I think you're safe. I wouldn't want to do it, but it depends on the weight. You need to look at what your truck is weighted for and then see if indeed it's safe. That would be my recommendation. Philip Huggins says, don't forget the, I don't know. Dan the Man says, be sure to hit the like button. Yeah, if you'd be so kind, y'all out there, there's something that looks like that. If you just smack that one time only, I would appreciate it. And let's see. Philip, he did it 3, 6, 7 times. An odd number is okay. That works. Look, Klondike Outdoors. I thought that was the test. Hold your breath and count to 10. I haven't heard that, but given everything that's going around right now, it wouldn't surprise me. Z-Diver. I towed a 14-foot, 8.5 wide toy hauler, 6,000 pounds with my 2016 Toyota Tacoma 4.0 liter with no problems. Well, there you go. There's a point of reference. 6,000 pounds, 4 liter though, no issues. Let's see. CDA has been hidden again. I don't know why you keep getting hidden. It's very strange. I'm going to show that message and I'm going to show your next message. Again, it's not me. It's YouTube doing that. I don't know. I don't know why. And then where did everything go? CDA Way says 9,000 pounds and under 20 feet. Man, I would think 9,000 pounds is pushing it, but again, check your rating. I can't think of what it's rated at right now. Live chat. Mark, thank you very much. I am not on live chat. I always forget live chat. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. CDA says, thanks, Z-Diver. Appreciate it. Adam Yan, I'm doing great. I just pulled up to work. Toyo, that's right, I remember. About to eat dinner, then clock in at 6:45. Already waiting for 7 a.m. when I get off. But you haven't even started yet, man. You know, it's at that point in your career when you probably ought to ask yourself if you've chosen the right vocation. I'm just saying. Carlos Lopez says, like the video so we can have Rob every Monday. Yes, please. That is a determining factor. I mean, if nobody on here likes this, then why would I continue to do it? And I assume you're not all masochists out there and you like being here. So just hit that. It looks like that. It's liking the live stream. We have 43 people on here and only 17, so I'm not sure about it. Blue Socks. Cool name. Catskin leather seats or OEM leather seats, your thoughts? OEM every time, man. OEM. Catskins are covers, are they not? I mean, you can't like rip the leather off and put the catskins on, can you? Maybe you can, and I don't know what I'm talking about. It's certainly possible, right? All right, I got to do some announcements real quick before I forget. Man, it is the holiday season. First of all, check out my other channel. Go over there. You can even go right now if you want, as long as you come right back. But it's RobMotive JT. It's about the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. You know, just to look at the other things that are out there. Compare it yourself to the Tacoma. It always helps, rather, to be informed, right? It's RobMotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. That's this channel's name with a J as in jet and a T as in RobMotive JT. Check it out. Subscribe. Next up, discount codes. It's the holiday season. We're buying stuff, right? Discount codes. You've got RobMotive. These are pretty hard to remember. RobMotive for 5% off over at Sparks Parts. All kinds of Toyota parts over there. RobMotive, 5% off. You've got RobMotive 10. These guys, they're doing it right. Over at Tough Skins, you can use discount code RobMotive 10 for 10% off your order. All the little appliques and things you use to dress up your truck like this. Let me show you. Let me show you something, right? Because this is too cool. Right, you see this? You see this RobMotive badge right here? That is awesome. I love this. You can get one of these. Put whatever you want on it. You could even get one that's RobMotive. I don't know. Inside the truck here, you've got the RobMotive, in this case, sill plate cover right here. I love this thing. It's got adhesive on the back. It bends right around, conforms to your door. It's awesome. Of course, I've got the RobMotive, decal in there. I have them on the back too. Don't think I skimped. I have them on the back right there. RobMotive, once again. Those guys are awesome. RobMotive 10 for 10% off your order. I'm just saying. And thirdly, discount code RobMotive for Headlight Revolution. That'll get you free shipping. Free shipping, that'll save you a few bucks. I mean, anything helps, right? It's like taking money off your total, right? Because you'd have to pay that shipping otherwise, unless they're offering free shipping right now. And maybe they are. So then it isn't worth anything. I don't know. Check them out. They do LED lights for your interior, your exterior, your headlights, your tail lights, every lights. They do all kinds of stuff. I believe the tail light LEDs that I have on my Tacoma came from Headlight Revolution. So check them out. Those are all the announcements that I have. That's it. I don't have any more announcements. So now we're going to carry on. We've got the business part out of the way, right? Okay, let's check some more comments here. Let's see. I don't even know where I am. I turned my head and I've lost my spot. Let's see. Michael Good, because his cap locks are on. Oh, there you go. CDA, take your cap locks off. And then you'll be able to post comments without me having to approve them. Give it a try. Let's see. Walter says, can the Jeep Gladiator tow more than the Tacoma? Yes, it can. Don't ask me the exact numbers because I couldn't tell you right now. However, you got to know there's a video over at RobMotive JT all about that. I'm just saying. Be in the know. Antonio Del Carmen. Hi, Rob, from Edmonton, Alberta. Hey, how you doing? By the way, since you're from Canada, have you ever heard of a fella named Trucker Josh? Just curious. Quick question. What's your take on Spider Tracks spacers with stock suspension and 265, 75 R16 tires? Don't know. Geez, don't know anything about those in particular. I've heard the name. Don't know much about them otherwise. I would go Borla. I had Borla before, and they are awesome. Never had any issues. They are a well-known spacer, and I don't have any problem with spacers. Get the right ones, hub-centric, and make sure that they're put on by a reputable place or by yourself, that they're torqued correctly, that you stay in the specs, and you should be okay. I had them. I don't have any problem with them. Again, Spider Tracks themselves, I don't know a lot about them. And then we have CDA's hidden message. Let me go ahead and read that. And I'm going to leave that one hidden because we're not getting into politics in any way here. Nothing against your belief or whatever, your affiliation, whatever that comment means. However, we don't get into politics here. So no, we'll leave that one off. Z Diver says, you have to have wait a minute. You have to have a weight distribution hitch. Another tip for you. There you go. Justin R. I pulled an 18-wheeler trailer with my Tacoma. Really? Did you have anything on it? Steve Phillips. I have some rough country seat covers on the way. Really excited to get them in. Yeah, I did a video. You know, I talked about mods and things, and not to offend anyone. These are my personal beliefs, opinions. But I'm not a big seat cover guy, you know? And I think that's because I had a grandmother, and she would buy new cars, and then she would put clear covers over her seats. It was horrible. When you got in this thing, if it was winter, it's like you were sliding all over the car. You needed your seatbelt just to make sure you didn't go flying when she made a turn, right? But they were horrible, uncomfortable, stiff, hotter than heck in the summertime when you're sweating and you get in there and you sit on those vinyl see-through plastic. I don't know. I think it ruined me for life on seat covers. But I'm a firm believer in ruining your seats first and then putting seat covers on, right? Ruin those seats. Use them yourself. Get the use out of them. Unless you're in a dirty vocation. I understand that, right? I mean, if you're, let's say, I don't know, an oil field worker, I don't know, and maybe you get covered in dirt and grit and grime, and I don't know if oil field workers get covered in oil, but let's just say you do for the sake of argument. Well, then a seat cover is probably not a bad idea because obviously you don't want to get in and sit on your brand new or shiny clean seats covered in oil. I'm just talking about the typical wear where a guy like me, who normally isn't covered in anything, goes out, sits in his truck, takes off, that kind of thing. I'm just not a fan. But again, if you are, that's cool, man. Be you. You gotta be you because you can't be anybody else. I mean, you can try, but you can't. You really can't. M. Jones, that was a long, drawn-out response, wasn't it? I don't know. M. Jones says 9,000 is the upper limit for a lot of half tons. Certainly not a Tacoma. There you go, CDA. There's an answer for you right there, I guess. A little bit more of the sweet tea. I'd call this the brown nectar, but that sounds kind of gross. So the green nectar's okay, though. That works for me. Love to Smoke says, put your awesome better half on and you will get more likes. I don't know where she is. I think she's not feeling well today, actually. She told me about 2 hours ago she was not feeling well. So whether she'll actually show up on the live stream, maybe she's in there primping herself and getting ready, you know, I don't know. Who knows? But maybe she'll come on. Maybe she's watching. I don't even know if she's watching this. I don't know. Ronnie Ward says, hi, Rob. Hey, Ronnie. How you doing there, buddy? Marcus Sadowski says, hey, Rob. Hey, Marcus. How you doing, buddy? Paul Harris says, yes, you can. And I just jumped for some reason. Let's see. Paul Harris says, yes, you can to cat skin. Take off the old and install the new leather. Really? So you would actually rip the leather off of what's in the truck right now, because I have leather, and then put new leather in. Is that what you're saying? Adam Yan says, it's not a bad job really, but it's not always about the job. My pay is amazing as well as the benefits. Oh, and can't forget getting Toyo and Nitto tires at cost. There are some benefits, but it doesn't sound like you're looking forward to being there. Is it just because you'd rather be doing something else? I mean, I don't want to get too personal. So if I'm getting too personal, just say, Rob, it's too personal, brother. Come on, cut me some slack and I'll be all right. But inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. M. Jones says, RobMotive JT, sometimes starring Randall. That's right. Randall, if you guys don't know, if you've never watched my channel, and you see, I'm not opposed to meeting people on the channel. I'm not opposed to doing things with people on the channel. Randall was a viewer, a subscriber. He had a Tacoma. He bought a Gladiator, right? He contacted me, asked if I was interested in doing some installs with him, you know, helping him do it, and then it's content for the channel. I mean, it's a win-win for everybody, right? Plus, he's a nice guy. I like Randall. So Randall's come over to my place a couple of times. We've done several installs on the channel. So, and that's at RobMotive JT. So if you're interested in seeing that, you'd get to see both myself and Randall. Randall has a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. You know, bad, cool. I was going to say bad arse. Let's do that. Bad arse truck. Love it. Awesome truck. And I like doing this stuff too. And like I said, Randall's a great guy. It's a win-win. Rodrigo Villalba. I don't know if I'm even close there. Hey, Rob, have you ever thought of installing rip coils on your 2020 Tacoma? I don't even know if I know what a rip coil is. You're going to have to educate me. What is a rip coil? Or is that like rest in peace? I don't know. Z-Diver says, I said 2016, it was a 2012 Baja Tacoma TA with the 4-liter. Sounds like an awesome truck. I mean, anything you attach 4-liter and Baja to had to be just awesome, right? Carlos Lopez says, would you recommend spacers just in front of the Tacoma to get it leveled? People do it all the time. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have any problem with it. Sure. Let's see. And now I have lost my spot. See, what happens is when I start scrolling in the comments so I can read what you guys are saying, they jump. So like as soon as I hit my mouse, the comments jump and I have to go back and find my place. So that's why I say that all the time, right? Jack Kamen, wait a minute. Would you recommend, wait a minute. Let me catch up here. Would you recommend, I read that. Jack Kamen, hey Rob, I have a 2020 Tacoma Sport. And I'm looking to upgrade the suspension and give it a lift, but not break the bank. What setup do you recommend? That's pretty easy. Go search. Don't do it now. Wait till I'm done. Search RobMotive Lift. You will know. It's right there. RobMotive Lift. That's the one I would recommend. Break the bank? That depends on what you consider breaking the bank. That will cost you about 16 Hondo installed. It should be right in that ballpark. It is, I could show you. Are you interested in seeing it? I could actually show it to you on the truck since we're out here. If you are, tell me and I will show you. Or if anyone else is. That way you don't have to sit here and just look at me. I'm just saying. Let's see. Carlos says, I do landscaping. That's why I have covers on my Tacoma. Gotcha. And that makes sense to me, right? I mean, you're out getting grassy and grass stained and dirty and dusty and whatever, and that makes perfect sense to me. I understand. Darth Vader, I am your father. What kind of bug deflector did you get for your taco? It is a WeatherTech. Again, there's a video on the channel for that. If you just look up RobMotive, I think it's stone and bug deflector, or rock and bug deflector. You'll find it. You'll get to see how it's installed. Highly recommend this. This is the best one to get, in my opinion. It's a bolt-on through existing holes in the hood. Can't beat that. I don't like those adhesive ones. You know, something that you stick on the front of your truck that's got wind blowing it all the time just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. Let's see. There you go. Darth Vader says, is it a stick-on one? No, I would not do that. Plus, it's stuck to your paint, man. Who the heck wants to stick stuff to your paint? I don't want to stick stuff to my paint, especially on the hood. If I ever decided to take it off for some reason and it damaged my hood, I'm going to see that every time I get in the truck, and probably when I'm looking out over the truck. Don't get adhesive. They shouldn't even sell those. No way. Don't like them. Ken Wood, hiya Rob. What's your thoughts on Tom Wood's replacement drive shaft? Ken, don't know a thing about it. Gonna be honest with you, not even gonna take a stab. Never heard of it. Don't know anything about it. What can I say? A little more tea here. Well, that's good. Steve Phillips says, at Darth Vader, I just put the AVS hood deflector on and it looks fantastic. Is it similar to this? I assume it's similar to this. Now, I have, I believe, the AVS, what do you call these? These guards. Yeah, these are AVS. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see that. These are AVS. They are in-channel rain guards. I don't know. I can't think of what you call them right now. But they're good too. They work really, really well. You have to be patient. When you put those things in, you have to stick them to the, not the paint, you have to stick them to the foam or whatever, the rubber that goes around the window, the seal. And then you're supposed to put your window up and leave it sit. Do that because you have to do that. It takes a little bit of time for them to adhere. So make sure you do that. They're awesome. Let's see. Terrence Tatum says something, and then it jumped just like that. Terrence Tatum says, hello, Roberto. And then he goes on to say, how's it going today? It's going pretty good. Energy level is up. Drinking a little bit of the Gold Peak sweet tea. Again, not sponsored, but call me. I'm not opposed. Antonio Del Carmen, thanks for answering my question. Spacer lifts to go with budget off-road or, wait a minute, to go with budget or just save up and go for the suspension lift. Depends on what you want, man. I mean, a suspension lift can cost thousands. It depends on where you're going and what you need it for. If you're just cruising around on the road with a little bit of light off-roading, there's no reason to not go with new coils, maybe some new Bilsteins. That's what I did. A little spacer up on top, block in the back, you're golden. That's what I would suggest. That's going to cost you the least. If you have thousands and you want to spend thousands because you're some big-time off-roader, then do it. Do it. It's your money, but I wouldn't. Let's see. Z-Diver says, I think my tow limit with the 4x4 Tacoma was 65 Hondo, or 100 pounds. There you go. So towing a 9,000-pound, 20-foot trailer, no, don't do it. Paul Harris says, yes, but best to have a pro install it for you around 800 to 1,000 for the entire truck. There you go. Randall Upton, speaking of Randall, there he is. This is Randall Upton. He is the fellow that has brought his Jeep Mojave over a couple of times to do some installations and things on, over on the Jeep channel, which is RobMotive JT. Randall, how you doing there, buddy? Randall says some of the installs would work on a Tacoma too. That's true. They would. So they are applicable to both trucks. So you might get something else that you're looking for that maybe I didn't do on the Tacoma that's over on the RobMotive JT channel. Good point, Randall. See, Randall, awesome dude, man. Adam Yan says 120 degrees in the summer and 45 to 50 in the winter. Wow. 12 hours standing on concrete and high school drama. Other than that, I have no complaints. Well, yeah, I can imagine. That's hot. And while not freezing, that's pretty cold. And the high school drama is probably worse than the temperature in both cases, I would imagine. Let's see. Where was I? Terrence Tatum says, thumbing up. That's right. If you haven't hit this thing, it looks just like this. It means you like the stream. Hit that if you would. We got 69 people on here and only 27 thumbs up or thumbs ups. Sometimes I forget how to speak. But yeah, hit that thing. It'd be cool. It'll make your truck faster. Not really. Jack Kamen says, yes, please. All right, I'm going to show you the lift here in just a minute. Let me catch up with a couple of comments and then we'll take a gander. Ang, there you go. We've got Ang on here. What's up? What's up, Rob? Wouldn't mind seeing a sick lift. Ang, awesome. By the way, check him out. He's another Tacoma dude. He's got a channel. It's Ang. There you go. Pretty simple. Darth Vader says, I had tried to look on your channel to find it and I could not find it. I'll search it up. Also, yes, the stick on bug deflector is a nightmare. I've heard they fly off too. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't stick something to the front of your truck and then expect it not to fly off when it's windy. I mean, come on. Just don't do it. Don't waste your money. Don't do that. Get the bolt on. They just bolt in existing holes. It's not like you have to drill anything, right? Rodrigo Volaba says, they are performance ignition coils that lead up to the spark plug. Don't know much about that. Got to admit it. Don't know much about that. Be devious. You certainly are. Be devious says, when are you going to go off-road with the Taco? I don't know. Sooner or later. Sooner or later. Lenora Lewis says, just enjoyed all the comments and advice. First time on, great job. Keep up the good work. Lenora, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. I'm glad that the videos help. If people didn't find them helpful, I'd probably just be some guy on here talking to himself. So I appreciate that. I really do. And thanks for being here. Steve Phillips says, ABS hood deflector is also a bolt-on, not an adhesive. There you go. Another option. Darth Vader says, yep, I found a deflector, thanks. Also, that is awesome that you do install videos with your followers. Oh, absolutely. Again, I enjoy doing it. You know, I do this because I enjoy doing it, whether it's for me or not. Now, let's be honest here. It is content for the channel, so I look at it as a fair proposition, right? Randall gets a little bit of help, or whoever, you know. And I really do appreciate that. I really do, because there's things that Randall is doing on his Jeep that I wouldn't necessarily do. So it exposes me to different things as well. So it's cool. I appreciate it. Tom says, wait a minute, I'm going to try to do the last name. Tom Ibitson? Sorry. Says, finally not working on a Monday night and can watch a live stream. Well, Tom, I appreciate that, man. You need to tell your boss, I want you to march in there tomorrow and say, listen, Tom, well, you're Tom. You don't want to say that. Listen, Fred, I have more important things to do on Monday nights than to be spending it here with you. So from now on, I'm going to be off on Mondays because I've got to watch RobMotive live. You should check him out. Have a nice day. Probably wouldn't go over well, but, you know. Run Forrest says, hello, Roberto. Run Forrest, how you doing? William Bash says, the ABS deflector costs less, but the WeatherTech has more pronounced air lip curve. Yeah, so you're speaking about the little area here, I guess, to hopefully throw stuff away from your windshield. That's why I got it. Darth Vader says, I did some towing with my Tacoma SR5 2019. Long story short, it was a drive from Florida to Vermont with a 6x8 trailer filled with supplies and the bed of the truck filled too. Bad fuel pump too. I assume you didn't have any problems with it though. Excuse me. Run Forrest says, doing a lift isn't bad. As long as you're kind of mechanical and can follow steps in YouTube vids, you should be okay. And have the right tools. I mean, you got to have the right tools, right? And that's the other thing. And I think that's why a lot of people don't do it, because they're not sitting there with a full barrage, you know, of mechanics tools to do it. So, Sam Bath Chorn says, hi, Rob. How can I get the Sport Hood Scoop on my 2020? How can I get the Sport Hood Scoop on my 2020 TRD Off-Road? There are companies that sell replacement hoods. Best bet, though, is to find somebody who has a Sport and is willing to trade hoods with you. Of course, it'd be rather costly to like ship them, but if you can find somebody that has a Sport hood that would rather have a flat off-road type hood, that's your best bet. Even up swap, I would think. And if you had to pay for shipping, maybe even if you had to pay both ways, you'd probably still be better off than buying a whole new hood, which you could do, but you know. Let's see. Lenora says, head of 2009 Tacoma, just purchased a 2021 Voodoo Blue. You have excellent taste, and congratulations. Still learning about all the fancy gadgets on it and trying to decide what add-ons to get. That's the thing. You know, what mods are you going to do? That's what we all face, right? I am going to get to the suspension in just a minute. I have not forgotten. John Watts says, hey, Rob, how you doing? John, I'm doing good. How you doing there, brother? Xavier says, sup, Rob? Xavier, I am not even going to try to pronounce your last name. I apologize, but that one is difficult for me. Ang says, wait a minute. So I got some new fog lights and the master mechanic that I am decided to install them myself. Was super simple till it got dark and I turned them on. The light was facing the sky, not the road. I'll bet the other drivers love that. Walter Ray says, Rob, have you heard of no manual Tacomas for 2021? No, I have not. I have not heard that, but you know it's coming. Tom says, so close, so close. Walter says, sup, Ang? How you doing there, buddy? Ang says, what's up, Walter? How you doing? Tom says, I'll let you tell Vince McMahon that. I see. So you are a wrestler, a professional wrestler? Walter says, IG, there's 2 Walters in the chat now. Wow, that's true. Walter Reyes and Walter Lemus. Sorry. Walter Reyes says, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Desert67 says, Rob, when is the C8 making its appearance? Oh, you know, I would do that in a heartbeat. But to be honest, channel's got to be doing better before that can happen, you know? I mean, if I'm going to buy those kind of cars for YouTube, YouTube's got to pay for it. And right now, I could probably afford a used Toyota Prius, maybe 12 years old or something. You know, back when they first started making them and they didn't run, I could probably afford one of those, maybe. Let's see. And now we got to move up, and the thing's going to jump. And all right, real quick, let's take a look. I'm going to show you. Let me grab a torch. Huh? I have a torch right here. See it? I hope I didn't blind you. It's not that bright. Anyway, let's take a quick look. I'll show you in here what I have. Hopefully I get the right angle because the camera's turned the other way. You can see in here what I've got is a new coil. This is from Ready Lift, by the way. I have a new coil right here. Inside is a Bilstein 6112, I believe it is. Shock or strut, whatever you want to call it. And then there's a spacer here. So this is technically a spacer lift. You guys can see right here. It is the original, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, that's terrible. But this is original. You guys know what it is. Somebody help me out here. Just lost my train of thought. UCA, there we go, upper control arm. Anyway, that's the front. That's the front setup. Now, let's take a look at the rear end. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. Maybe a little bit in here. It has a Bilstein shock. I put new shocks on it. And then way down there, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but way down there are 2-inch blocks. So basically, that is what my lift is. And I got to say, because of the Bilsteins, I think, far superior to what I had before. What I had before was just the stock setup with a spacer lift in the front, or spacers in the front, and blocks in the rear end. That's all I had. This setup changed out the shocks in the front to Bilstein 6112s. They have new coils, and all of it's one unit, right? It has new coils as well as that spacer on top. The one thing about it, you'll notice, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but that spacer is plastic, basically. It would be nice if that were steel. That's my only, I guess, want for that, is that it were a steel spacer. Being plastic like that, it worries me that over time it will degrade, and then I could have issue or have to replace it anyway. But we'll see. You never know. Down the road, I might do a whole new suspension on the truck anyway. Who knows? Maybe I'll go full new suspension. I don't know. But that's what I have. So for anybody that was interested, there you go. You can see what my lift was. Let's see. Randall Upton. Randall says, Sambath, the hood scoops are fake and they really do interfere with seeing up close. It is bad to begin with. Had the TRD Pro with the scoop. It just got in the way. YMMV could mount running lights. I'm not sure what that part means. But yeah, a lot of people do complain about the scoop being in the way, and it is. I agree with Randall. I mean, anything that protrudes up out of the hood in front of you is going to block your view somewhat, right? So you have to consider that, although I still like the scoop myself. I got to be honest. Walter Reyes says, been good, Ang. Definitely can't wait for your final build, bro. I want to see Ang's new tire and wheel setup. And Ang had mentioned, I don't know if I want to scoop his video. I'm not going to scoop your video. You'll have to check it out. But I'm not going to scoop the video. Let's see. Walter Reyes says, I tried ordering it and apparently no manuals for 2021. Really? I'll have to check that out. I can't believe that they're not going to build any manual Tacomas for 2021. That would be wild. Tom says, nope, I make props for them. Ah, gotcha. Darth Vader says, I might try getting the sport hood with the scoop from eBay and paint it myself. I've already tried with the camper shell and it did not come out half bad. If you've got painting skills, for sure. Me, I can paint okay with a rattle can, but I don't know. If it's going to be something that's as visible as what that would be, that might shy me away from a little bit from doing it. You know what I mean? But if you're good at it, absolutely. Philip Huggins says, agreed. Adhesive kills the paint. Yeah, it can discolor it. It's just not good, I don't think. Ang says, same. Excuse me, I'm waiting on wheels and tires to get everything going. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you did. I know Ang went with a setup similar to what I have, and I know you had some concerns about that. Here, I'm going to show you. Yours is going to look exactly the same as mine, man. So if you're looking down the side of the truck and what you're worried about was the poke, I mean, look at that. That's like nothing, man. I mean, there's no way. I mean, look at Krista's Jeep. Look how far out her tires stick, right? They're way further out than my Tacoma is. So I think it's perfect, man. And if this is too far out for you, then I'm just thinking we can't be friends anymore. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a perfect setup. I really do. And if you don't like it, I will be shocked if you don't like it. I really will. Let's see. Philip Huggins says, wind deflectors. Ang says UCA. Yeah, I figured it out while I was jabbering. Upper control arm. It just slipped my mind for a minute. What can I say? Run Forest says upper control arm. Walter Reyes says something. Where did he go? Walter Reyes says, your vid got me thinking on new wheels on my 2021 Off-Road Army Green, bro. I really want it to stand out other than the rest of the ones I've seen. New wheels and tires or just new wheels will definitely do that. That is one of the biggest things you can do, in my opinion, other than a lift and tent, to really change the look of the truck. I mean, new wheels make a heck of a difference. I did it on my Jeep Gladiator almost immediately. And compared to the OEM, alloy, chrome, silver, whatever wheels, wow, changed the whole truck, even with stock tires back then. So highly recommend that, man. Let's see. Tom says, is it leveled or does it still have a rake? It does. I'm about 1.5 inches higher. Is it 1.5 inches? I think it's a 1/2 inch, actually. I think I'm a 1/2 inch higher. Yeah, 1/2 inch higher in the front. So it does still have it. I don't know if it's settled though. It's been a while, so it could be settling a little bit. I mean, any lift you get is going to settle somewhat anyway, so it actually may have. Darth Vader says, how is the ride with that suspension and spacers? Stiff. It's stiff, but that's really more a function of the tires. I mean, when you put the bigger, heavier, meaty tires on there, you lose some of the comfort. So combining that with the suspension, it's pretty rough, I got to admit. You feel the bumps pretty well. So if you're concerned about comfort, I would highly recommend going with some sort of a suspension lift. Something that will accommodate maybe more of the bumps and stuff in the road, because you're going to feel it if you go with something like what I have, for sure. Z-Diver says, that is not a UCA, it is a Tom Woods replacement drive shaft. I'm not sure what you mean there. Xavier says, we want an off-road video. Hey, so do I, man. If I could find a place that I could just go out and get in and drive over to, I would. But I haven't been able to do that yet. Closest place I can find is out near South Padre Island. And we have all this crap going on right now, so I'm a little leery to head out into the world. A little, not a lot. But the beach, and then Randall actually has, which is where I think I want to go. Randall told me about a spot out near him that you can get off-road on. So I'm thinking about that too, if Randall's game, but not just yet. But it's coming. I mean, I want to do it. Now, don't expect that you're going to see me out, jumping over river, doing like Street Speed. I don't know if you guys watch Street Speed. He's this huge YouTuber, but he's constantly trashing his trucks. Now, if I had 1 million subscribers, I might be more into that. Don't get me wrong. I am not opposed to beating the heck out of my trucks. I'm not opposed at all. but the budget's got to be there for it, right? I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense to take a $40,000 truck out, trash it, and you're not making any money doing it. So that's why he does it, obviously. Let's see. Run Forest says, Rob, do you still have the Taco Lean front side lower? I never did. So I'm not front driver's side lower. I'm not even familiar with that, to be honest. Old 12 School 3. After my lift, I have too much positive camber in the front. Any ideas how to fix it? Thanks. I don't know what kind of lift you've got. If you got a spacer in the front, you probably need to reduce the spacer size, go down or remove it altogether, because it comes off anyway, right? So even if you just did a level, when I say level, even if you just did the same size lift front to back, you still would be off, because that's how they make them, right? So you have to account for that when you do the lift, if you're going for level, right? Because it's still going to be off, right? Carlos Lopez, you should make comparisons with the other mid-size trucks. That would be nice. If there's any other mid-size truck companies out there that would like to contact me and offer up their trucks for me to do that, I can't say it's going to be positive, but it might be. Get a hold of me. Email me, robmotive@gmail.com. I'm game. Randall Upton says, put running lights in the scoop, toyed with it for the Mojave. Yeah, a lot of people do that. I've seen people that have put even the whole LED light bar in the scoop. Depends on what you like. I don't know. Let's see. Frankie Martinez. Hello, Rob. I missed your live last week. I'm glad I made it this week. I love the channel. Keep up the awesome vids. Keep them coming. Loving the decal. Awesome, Frankie. I'm glad you got it. And thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. And welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Ang says, no, it's all right. Scoop it up, LOL. I'm looking forward to the -12. All right. I've got Ang's permission, so I'm going to lay it out for you. Ang is putting different wheels and tires on his Tacoma. He's got the -12 offset, like what I have on my Tacoma back here, and he's going with the same size, and I believe the same brand, tires, 285/70 R17s with -12 offset on the wheels. So as I mentioned before, he should have, I don't know what wheels he's got, but he should have the same offset or the same look as what I have, right? Which again, I'm trying to show you guys down the side of the truck here. He should have the same look as what I do. And I gotta tell you, I think this is perfect for the Tacoma. If anything, and here's a shot from the back to the front. I know I'm throwing you guys all over the place. Definitely not too far out, in my opinion. Now I realize it's personal preference, so we can still be friends if you don't like it. But anyway, I think it's perfect. So that's what Ang's doing. Appreciate that, buddy, by the way. I didn't want to scoop your video. So Try Vargas says, park out special. Pack out special. I don't know what that means. Terrace Tatum says, real men have hood scoops. No offense, you wussies. Real men don't care whether or not they have hood scoops. You see, the ones that do, they're trying to compensate for something. I'm just saying. If it's you only, not everybody else. Ang says, dang, you showing that makes me even more excited for them to come in. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. If you don't, I'll be shocked. I really, really will, man. Let's see. Somebody is getting out of control. Who did that? Oh, I see. John, your comment was actually deleted. Language, man. Language. It's a PG channel. I want it to be PG. So you could have said it's the rat's arse. That might have been okay. Just so you know. That's the only reason. Walter says, can't wait for that vid, Ang. Yeah, me either. I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. Love to Smoke says, I had my stock Tundra rims powder-coated black. Awesome. Turned it into a totally different looking truck. Oh, it does. It's amazing to me what changing out the wheels on your truck actually does. It is amazing. Walter says, anyone live in Virginia, IA, so I can go off-roading? Right? Walter says, need places to try out. That's what I'm saying. Here in the RGV in South Texas, I can't believe, first of all, that we don't have a park right here nearby. There are some, but you got to drive to get to them. I don't want to drive for 2 hours and then drive for two. I don't want to do that. I want to just, ideally, just step out of my, driveway and there it is. But who'd want to live next door to that, I don't know. It's too much to ask, too picky. I know. Let's see. Sam the Man, still building the standard transmission on the 2021 Tacoma. Go to Toyota build site. There you go. So apparently you can still get a manual 2021 Tacoma. El Rudo, I just purchased a 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport in Voodoo Blue. You have excellent taste. What do you recommend on upgrades? I recommend you go to the RobMotive YouTube channel and watch all of my videos, because I would recommend probably 99.9% of the videos I have done. First thing, window tint. Second thing, lift. Third, wheels and tires. And then just go from there. All kinds. Depends on what you're into, man. Ken Wood says, I put a Lear shell on. I am down to something. And then I've lost my spot. I am down 1/2 inch. There you go. Should I add 1 or 2 leaf springs to raise it back up? I'm planning to change the rear bumper to a steel on with a tire spring. I would wait until you add that bumper and whatever you're going to do with the tire. See what you need to do to get it where you want it before you do anything. And then ask the manufacturers. I am sure that different leaf spring manufacturers will yield different heights depending on which one you go with. That's how I would handle that. Walter says, nice, Runo, nice. Ang says, you're in Virginia IA? I am also in Virginia IA. Peters Mill Run is the only place I have gone. Once I am lifted and bigger wheels, I would love to go out there. There you go. 2 people connected just like that. You see, that's what we're all about here, bringing people together with similar interests. Let's see. Sam the Man says, Rob, still no luck finding driver's side OEM grab handle or OEM hood insulation pad for the 3rd Gen Tacoma. Sam, I'm not going to say much about it, but I have an epic, game-changing mod coming. It's on order. I ordered it yesterday. That's all I got to say. Stay tuned to the channel. I think I can help you out a little. Charlie Matthews, thoughts on the 4.0 4x4 2nd Gen Tacomas for mudding? Would 33s and a 2-inch lift be enough? I'm not an off-road expert, as many can attest, but depending on what you're going to do, it all depends on what you're going to do, man. I mean, if you're just driving down a gravel road, sure. If you're driving down just a muddy road with slight dips, sure. If you're looking going down in gorges and running mud holes and stuff, you probably need 40s, but it depends. It really depends on what you're doing, man. Xavier says, how often do you get your truck polished? I wax it, and I do that maybe once a year if it's lucky. I hate washing and waxing vehicles, man. I really do. So Voodoo Blue just looks good. It's dirty right now. It really is. But it doesn't show up like that on video or on camera. So that's why it looks clean. It is not clean, I assure you. Junior JR says, I'm here, what's going on? We've been waiting. We've just been sitting here waiting, just talking about the Tacoma and stuff. How are you? Let's see, Run Forest says, recently got a 2nd Gen Pro suspension shock springs and a 1/2 inch spacer for front driver and 1.4 for passenger. To pick the front up and fix the lane. There you go. Sounds like you solved it. Run Forest says, got Pro Shocks also for the back, and Ayleid should get about 2.5 inches all around. That's the size of the Pro Lift, I think, 2.5 inches. Let's see. Walter Reyes says, yeah, I live in Ava, if you know what that means, Ang. Oh, AVA. I don't know what that means. I definitely need to look into that trial. There you go. Walter Reyes says, trail. Junior JR says, replica TRD Pro good. Sure. Why spend all that money? Mine is an OEM Pro Grill. This is an OEM Pro Grill, and I got it because I wanted the camera slot. I have a front-facing camera. After doing the install and putting this camera in, I got to tell you, I wouldn't buy a Pro Grill. There's no reason you need to spend that kind of money. I would use double-sided tape, now that we just got done talking about tape, but for something as light as that is, I would use double-sided tape and just stick it where I want it to be on the knockoff Pro Grill and be done with it. You save yourself a lot of money doing it that way, and they're fine. Nobody will ever know the difference. Run Forest says, a lot of third gens have the taco lean because of the driver, gas tank, battery being on that side about 1.2 inches lower. Yeah, I've heard that. Mine probably does. I just never noticed. And I don't look for trouble, so I haven't looked for trouble. Mount Sinai, number 1. 4-hour taco, bro, with the new Army Green off-road, the matte bronze finish icon wheels would look fantastic. They would. Of course, I am not far from a Lambo, green and gold. There you go. They're going to win it all this year, man. Run Forest says, half that is. Yep, gotcha. Terrence Tatum, LOL, that's what a lot of you guys without say. Darth Vader says, I am going to try and have myself a Prince-O roof rack for Christmas. What did you ask Santa for, Rob? Nothing really. I mean, you know, I kind of get what I need for the channel, for the truck as I go. So it doesn't really leave a lot out there to ask. Krista, you know, we kind of just let her get whatever she thinks I might need. It's usually very interesting, and we'll see. But nothing really. Ang says, gonna head out, see you guys, had fun as always. Make sure to like the stream. Ang, thanks for being on, buddy. I appreciate it very much. Can't wait to see those videos on those wheels and tires, man. Really looking forward to hear what you think. And thanks for being here. Tom says, what's your opinion on starting with re-gearing before I do anything else? I am not a re-gearing advocate. I don't know. I mean, if your truck's brand new or new and has warranty, I wouldn't do it. You're going to kill your warranty, at least on that area. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it unless you have to. Put everything on and then see if you have to do it. Why spend the money if you put everything or do what you're going to do and then it feels fine to you, you know? Don't do it just because a lot of people out there say you should. You might do it and be disappointed, you know? That's how I would handle that. I don't know. Scott S. Hey, Scott. Scott says, hey, old bud. How you doing there, buddy? Scott says, thought I would say hi. Just got back home from hauling corn. Awesome, man. I hope you're doing well. Junior, JR. Junior. Let's go with Junior. I like that. Is there such a thing as a suspension kit that lowers and raises the Tacoma? Mainly lowers, maybe 2 inches. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can raise, you can lower, you can probably move it sideways if you want to. Darth Vader says, I wash my truck once a month. I love washing it so much that I got a pressure washer for myself. If I lived near you, it would make a fun video showing everyone what I found in the detailing world. Yeah, it would. And you could wash my truck for me once a month for free. But no, I hate washing vehicles, man. I didn't used to mind it. I never loved it, but I really don't like it now. Run Forest says, also in Virginia, IA, not far from Peters Mill. Run, small world. There you go. 3 people brought together tonight. Sam the Man, Rob, how many inches from the truck floor are you to your Predator steps? I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that in just a minute. Sam the Man, I read. Xavier says, no wonder my truck leans sideways, LOL. It's all that muscle. Steve Phillips says, at Darth Vader, check out Jack's Wax products for your detailing needs. Desert 67, Rob, you ever tried the workshop repairs manual on Emmanuel's online? No, I haven't. I kind of do my own thing based on videos, actually. I mean, I'm a YouTuber, right? So if I need intelligence, I just search it out on the web. And I am a video learner, not a text or picture learner. More picture, but video is ideal for me. Sam Mann says, considering getting the Predator side steps, what would you say the distance is from the truck floor to the step? I will show you that in just a minute. We'll measure it. Scott S. says, hey, Rob, well, what is your rear end ratio in the Taco? You even know? Not off the top of my head. If I had to guess, I'd say 379, but I'd have to look at the sticker. I don't know for sure. Terrence Tatum says, I have the dreaded Taco lean. When my truck is back in the driveway and sitting downhill, I think it's the hood scoop causing it. Probably. No doubt. Carlos Lopez says, I wash my Tacoma every Sunday. I don't. James Halliburton. Hi, Rob. Tuning in rather, from Iowa. Love the channel. James, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, buddy. Xavier says, same, I wash mine almost every Sunday. You guys make me look bad. B. Fraz says, better late than never. Howdy. Rob. B. Fraz, how you doing? Tulio Santos says, I think the manual rear end is 433. That's it. There you go. And the auto is 379. So that was close, 37 something, but you're right. 433 sounds familiar to me. Love to Smoke says, I drive through the car wash every week. See, I don't do that because I'm afraid it would damage my truck. Let me grab a tape measure. I'm going to bring you with me and we're going to measure. We're going to measure and see how far the Predator side steps sit off of the garage floor. Xavier says, Rob, it would be a fun video of you washing the taco, LOL. I have washed it. You got to check out the channel. I've done that 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 times. I don't know. Not that many. All right, here we go. I hope you can see this. Let me stretch out my tape. There you go. There is the measurement. And hopefully you can see it. It is 17 inches, it looks like, or slightly under. But 17 inches. I'm hoping you can see that. I cannot see the screen from here. But 17 inches, it looks like. So there you go. That is the distance from the garage floor to the bottom of my side step. I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Scott S. says, well, that's probably low enough for your taller tires. Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't do anything with it. Terrence Tatum says, I wash mine every day, else the hood scoop gets dirty. You really have a close connection with that hood scoop, don't you? James Halliburton says, I work at a car dealership, so I have my detailer buddy wash it every Friday in exchange for buying him lunch. Definitely worth it. James, what car dealership? Are you talking about a new car dealership? And if so, what's your brand? M. Jones says, if you need intelligence, I figure you just ask Krista. Raymond says, you Canadians, you stick together, don't you? Raymond Couch says, what size lift? It's a 3.2, and it actually works out to be about a 3.5 because I'm about a ½ inch higher in the front. But it's a 3.2, what I like to call a hybrid ready lift. There's a video on the channel. If you want to see it, just search RobMotive lift, and you'll see my lift. Sam the Man says, thanks, Rob. You are quite welcome. I hope that helps. Walter says, I wash my Tacoma once a month, and I apply tire shine to my tires. Awesome. Raymond Couch, do you need to extend any lines or anything? No, I didn't extend anything. If you stay below 4 inches, you should be fine. You should be fine and not have to do that, to be honest. So I wouldn't worry about doing that. I've never had any issues. And again, this is another one of those things where there are varying opinions out there. I just disagree with all of them. You don't need to do that. Let's see. James Halliburton says, new car, Chevy, sadly. I get to see every day why it's a bad idea to invest in a bow tie. Oh, man. See, I didn't say it. You've got a fella who works at a dealership selling the brand who said it right there himself. You can't blame me for it. I'm not disagreeing. That's funny. Steve Phillips says, ceramic spray after your wash is a must. Sounds good to me. I've never done it. Xavier, Rob, have you cleaned your leather seats since you bought the truck? I've wiped them down with just my little concoction and a microfiber towel. That's it. I haven't cleaned them with anything. Let's see. Juan Avalos. Hopefully I got that right. Hi, Rob. I like your Tacoma. I have a 2018 Tacoma TRD Sport. Awesome. And thanks for being on, Juan. I had a 2018 Barcelona Red, by the way. Awesome truck. It was the Sport version. Raymond Couch says, how was the ride quality with that lift? Sorry, looking into getting one. No big deal. It's rough. I'm not going to lie. And that's a combination of the lift and the bigger, heavier, more firm wheels and tires, or tires, I should say, not the wheels. If you're going to do it, don't go above a 17-inch wheel. As soon as you go above that, you start eating into your sidewall, and your ride quality just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. I had 20-inch on this truck, which are actually Same size as what Krista has on her Jeep over there. That thing rides like a lumber wagon. It's horrible. But anyway, Stable 017, your ride is going to be much firmer. You're going to feel every bump in the road. That's the way it is. Let's see. Xavier says, what kind of air freshener do you use, Rob? Strawberry. Just those, I don't know if I have any out here. Yeah, I do. These things. Let me show you. Little trees. Oh, it smells good. Thank you for reminding me. I need to take care of it. There's a video coming. This is what I use. And I actually stick them on top of the cabin air filter and just leave them sit there. And man, it permeates through the truck very well, especially when you're running the air conditioning or the heat. They're awesome. And I got to change that out. We got a new video coming right there. Great idea. Let's see. Live up to lift up. Live up, what does that say? Live or live, I guess it's live. Live up to lift up, I get it. Just got a 2020 TRD off-road. It's a bottomless pit to mod for sure. Enjoy your must-have cheap mod video a while back. Enjoyed your must-have cheap mod video a while back. Man, I can't read anymore. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And you're right. Open up your wallet and just let them take the money. Don't think about it. It's the way it goes. Scott S says, take care, buddy. How is like checking in? Wait a minute. Take care, buddy. I'm gonna add words here. I always like checking in when I get a chance. I appreciate that, Scott, very much. And thanks for being a part of the channel. Scott is a long-time viewer on the channel. I really appreciate it, man. Let's see. Carlos says, if you could only make one choice, supercharger or suspension? Supercharger. I'd have to do a supercharger. Morton Chops Mort. Rob, alive Monday. Alive. LOL. Yep, you got it. Tom says, James, in Florida, now driving a Colorado rental. So glad I went with a taco. Right. Xavier says, I just gave Rob a video idea. Mission accomplished. LOL. You did. Live to lift up says, haha. Little Klondike Outdoors says, my wife's Range Rover has 22s. Yeah, but it was probably set up that way. And the Range Rover, I'm guessing, weighs a ton. So I bet it's pretty smooth. More than a ton, actually. Raymond Couch says, best aftermarket headlights. I have a 2019 SR. OEM. I would always go OEM with something like that if you can. Tacoma B sells some too, but man, they're very expensive no matter which way you get. So Morton Chop says, washed your truck lately? LOL. No. Juan, I'm looking for a 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. They're out there. I know they're out there. Or you could order one. I'd probably just order one at this point. Anyway, guys, gals, it is, I don't know what time it is, 6:16. I am hungry, very hungry. I've actually gone over. We've been on here for about an hour and 12 minutes, it looks like. So I'm going to sign off here. Let's see. Morton Chop says, gotta wash the taco. I agree. James Halliburton says, Tom, definitely glad I did as well. Even turned down the 20% employee discount I would have gotten by buying a Chevy. If that doesn't say how much I despise them, I don't know what does. Oh man, you need to get a job at Toyota. Carlos Lopez says, good night, my friend. See you next Monday. Double thumbs up. Good work. Carlos, thank you very much for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. Love to Smoke says, night all. Have a great week. Good night, Gene. Thanks for being on. Good night, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a safe and great rest of the week. And we'll see you next time on the web.